Okay, it's the morning of Monday, August 1st, and got a little bit of a cold going on, and we're ready to start our week off. Moved the GoPro a little closer to me, so hopefully the sound will be a little better. I don't know if it will or not. Again, as I mentioned, this van is pretty noisy, so didn't really get to do much this weekend. As I've posted before, a lot of people are saying, put some vids up of the motorcycle. I've only ridden it twice. I mean, I don't have any place to ride it. That's, 5 minutes away, so I have to, it's about an hour away, which is no big deal, but they're not open all the time, and, I've got a wife and kids, so I can only go when timing is perfect, pretty much. The build videos, some people may say, oh, you had time to do that. Most of that was done in the evenings and at night, so that wasn't, some of it was done during the day, but it was through the week, so typically on the weekends I didn't really work on it that much. They weren't open I think they were open yesterday, but they weren't open Saturday anyway, so that didn't happen. But, got some stuff done around the house and that kind of thing, so I'm just about finished with all my flooring, and I just put down new flooring and painted the interior of the house, which I did it all myself. So, and it's a pretty good sized house, so it's roughly 3,100 square feet. So it took a while for one man to do all that. Plus, I'm horrible at painting. And go with the floors, I'm horrible at painting, so I had to touch up everything. But we're headed off to our first call. It is about 7:05 a.m. Getting a little bit late start. I hate Mondays. So far today I only have 2 calls, so that's good. And they're not real far. But as usual, the first thing I gotta do is get gas. So the first call's about 2 hours away, which is not bad. I know it sounds far, but compared to what I drive sometimes. And the second call that I have is pretty, it's at the university, so get to see some little honeys at the university, and it's not that far. It's only about an hour away from my house, maybe, so I should be home early today, hopefully. If not, no big deal. That doesn't bother me. So anyway, we're going to get some gas here in a moment, and then we'll hit the Route 33 when we get there, and I'll start maybe filming from there. So stay tuned. Okay, it's about 8:50, and we are almost to our destination here. So hopefully I won't be here too long. Not a server issue with this office, so just replacing 4 motherboards. This office had a electrical storm. Had a storm. Lightning hit the office a couple weeks ago, so just now getting parts back. And basically what had happened was took out their router, their switch, their modem, their phone system, their communicator system, and it took out 6 motherboards. Didn't take out the power supplies. Typically they take out the power supplies, most common, which is really odd. And 2 of them at 4 of them. There were 6 motherboards total. 4 of them had totally fried the motherboards, and the other 2 had killed the onboard NIC. So easy replacement would be just to put in another NIC, a 10100 card. But these are under warranty by the manufacturer, so they're Intel boards. So here we are. We got a kind of a funky little drive here, and go ahead and park her and go inside here. It's a really odd parking lot, but anyway, here we are, and once we leave here, we'll take you on the next. Okay, it's about 11:15. We are done with this first call. It's had to actually end up replacing 5 motherboards, so 7 total, and I had to remove a virus off my computer, and had to add a new printer to their network. So couple hours worth of work. A lot of that entails, you know, me getting in the room. So they have patients. I have to wait till the patients are done, or you know, out of the room. So there's a little bit of waiting around involved with that too. So really, probably about an hour's worth of work, which is pretty quick for 5 motherboards, viruses, and a printer. So it's not too bad. But like I said, a lot of these longer calls I have to wait and whatnot. So now we're off to Columbus area to another call, and then we've got we'll have the university after that call. So they added another one to my schedule. So stay tuned, and we'll hit you up when we're on the road. Okay, it's about 12:30, and we are almost to the next destination here. Only about an hour away, wasn't too bad. There's Capital University. We're actually in a city called Bexley, which is a nice little city. So, man, I didn't get any in the open road. I had phone calls as usual. Phone is non-stop. You just have no idea. So, and that's another reason why I just, you know, I don't have a lot of time. Just the phone.
In 0.1 miles, turn right.
Let's see here. Turn right here. We should be up here on the right-hand side. And I've actually been to this office once, so like I said, a lot of the offices I've been to.
Drive 0.2 miles to destination on left.
I'm sorry, be on the left-hand side according to this thing. But yeah, anyway, I've actually been to this office. A lot of them I've been to. You know, it's people always have computer problems, so it should be kind of a busy little town here. We should be up here right beyond this church, I believe. If I remember correctly. Yeah.
Arriving at destination on left.
So here we go. Hopefully the office is in. Whoa, slow down here, Willie. It looks like there's a car or two here. Let's see. It's kind of an odd parking situation. When I had my larger van, that was a lot of fun, let me tell you. Getting in some of these tight spaces. So here we are. We'll go in and figure out what's going on. They have some sensors and some digital cameras that aren't not working. These are intraroll cameras, not your everyday point and shoot. So stay tuned. Okay, it's 1 o'clock, and only in there for 15 minutes, and most of that was just kind of kissing butt with the doctor. So you got to be nice to these people. They just had, we just upgraded some software not long ago, and their digital sensors just were not being recognized, and one of the computers lost a network setting, which these particular computers aren't ours. They're actually Dell's, and the Dells are notorious for having problems with dental, specifically these sensors, because they require like a 5-volt, which I may have already mentioned that in the other video. Not to say Dell's bad. I mean, they're fine. I mean, their quality has definitely gone down, but their USBs just do not have enough power for the sensors. The cameras, they seem to be okay. But the sensors require a lot more data transfer, so that's kind of common for us to run into that. But that was one issue, and then network card. Their IT guys set their network settings, their TCP settings, on some weird network, totally out of the scope, and it would not connect to the shared drive. So it was really odd. So I just had to change that, and that was it. So 15 minutes, and really only about 2 minutes worth of work. So wish I was on hourly, but salary, unfortunately, yeah, we need to speed past this jackass. So anyway, now we're going to probably get some lunch, and then I'll head over to the university, and we'll probably see you when we get there. Okay, we're just getting off the highway, this isn't too far away from where we were. Now we're headed to the university.
Drive 0.2 miles.
Not the main campus, just one of their little off campuses here. Yeah, crap. And I can't turn left
Arriving
there.
at destination.
So I have to figure out where I gotta go to get in here now. Great. This is a lot of fun. Now I can't go behind here. So maybe there's another entrance. So I do a lot of this too. Wandering around. A lot of fun. So the phone has been relatively quiet for the last few minutes. Good thing. I don't know how in the heck I'm going to turn in here. Crap. I gotta go around this way. I need to go around the back of the building anyway. Everything they've got going on is actually on a coach. A dental coach was just an RV. So hopefully I can get around here and go around to the back of the building. I don't know. We'll see. And the coach may not even be here yet. It's supposed to be here at around 1:45. So hopefully it's here. That way I can get this over with. And this one is also another sensor problem. It's a different manufacturer. Again, these aren't our computers. I don't remember if these ones are Dell or not. I think they are Dell. Again, these good old Dells. Oh, look at that. Anyway, let's see here. What a pain in the butt. Hopefully. So, hopefully, we can, I need to go straight down here. Hopefully I can find this bus. We have two buses, so hopefully one of the two is actually here. At least the one I need, hopefully. And I think it may be. Aha. I think that is the bus. No, that's not it. That's not the bus I need. I don't believe. So we'll park over here and wait for the correct bus to get here. That may be it. No, that's Vision bus. So we're going to wait here for a little bit. Hopefully not too much longer. And hope that this other bus comes in. So stay tuned. Okay, we're leaving the Ohio State University. Unfortunately, the bus never showed up, so I contacted, the main contact, and it's around 2:10 right now, and they're not going to be there until around 3:30, and I actually have other calls, so I'll have to reschedule this one for tomorrow. The bus travels around. Usually this is where it's kind of based out of, but it goes all over the place, so unfortunately when it's not here, I'm at everybody's mercy. So a lot of times it'll be, different areas. It could be up to an hour away. So, well, we usually do the work here because it's a good meeting point, and that means when it's here, they don't have patience. So, it's a full-size RV. It's a good-size RV, but there's, if you can imagine, I think they have 3 or 4, I don't remember, dental chairs. Oops. With all the instrumentation and everything else, cabinets. So it's pretty tight quarters. And when they've got patients in there, it just doesn't work out. So now we're going to head to, actually my next call is really not a call. I got to pick up from our little showroom slash warehouse. I don't go there very often. You know, I pretty much work from home, but this is where I would pick up any parts that don't get shipped at my house, or if we're installing new computers, a new server. I have a call down south tomorrow. I've got to install 4 new computers. Got to, you know, join to the domain, install all the software, you know, the practice management, imaging, and you know, all that good stuff. So we're gonna head to our my little showroom right now and go from there. We're getting on the freeway here. So today's not too bad. It's warm out, but as far as the workload, fortunately or unfortunately, however you want to look at it, I never really physically work that hard unless I'm pulling wire, which I hate pulling wire, not because of the work, it's just a mess going through installation and all that. And we're hoping to, at least I'm hoping, we may start outsourcing that, because we used to install phones. We don't do that anymore. It's not profitable, and pulling wire has become not so profitable either, because you have to have a couple guys and you have to take them off any other calls they can be making money on. So but I usually don't physically work real hard. It's just a lot of driving. It just wears at you. When I work hard, I'm pumped, and you know, I go home, I'm ready to do all kinds of stuff. When I drive all over God's creation, that's when I'm just dead to the world, which is fortunately about every day. So I still go home and, you know, have family, all that. So, but by, you know, 10 o'clock or so, I'm done. So I don't get a chance to upload a video every night. Well, not every night, but when I make them. Today, you know, it's August 1st, for example. I'll try to get it up tonight, but I still have a video that I need to get up from last week. And I still have probably 5 other videos that I need to get up from, you know, May or April. That, or just kind of like product reviews, kind of mostly the motocross stuff, just, you know, kind of what accessories I'm using. So really not that insightful, but, you know, I'll probably put them up there. I also have a video of a remote start install, but it's a factory install, and it's hard to see, of the Kia. So it's really not going to teach you much unless you're putting on a factory remote start, which pretty much plugs in besides a couple of wires. It's not real difficult. And then I have like a couple, like a bumper repair that I think I did back in like December, maybe. I have a couple of these videos were back in December. I know the remote start was in December, or before, I don't remember. I think I got it with my wife for Christmas. So, and I think I installed it before Christmas. But anyway, you know, I have some videos out there, and I have some videos I want to make. Obviously, I want to make some dirt bike videos. I'd love to go riding. And I know people are getting on me. I'm sorry. It's just, you know, work and family comes first. That I just haven't got the chance to make some more monometer videos, multimeter, kind of mumbled that, videos, and I still need to shave the seat on the dirt bike, and like some maintenance videos, just that kind of thing. Hopefully no more car videos for a while. This weekend I did have to put a new water pump in my kid's car. Actually went to the junkyard. I needed a overfill tank, radiator overfill tank. I needed a intake boot and radiator hoses. So she's had this radiator leak. It's not coming from the radiator, but every time it leaks, I'm not around. And I look under the hood and it's dry. And I know it's not coming from the radiator. So my first thing is, you know, just put a new radiator cap on. And that didn't work. And it's sporadic. It doesn't do it every time you drive. It's just whenever it wants to. The hoses, they look kind of questionable. So I went ahead. That's why I got those at the junkyard as well. The overfill tank, I don't know if maybe it had a hole in it, but when I took it off, it seemed fine. But I didn't make a video of that. It was just too hot. I did it out in the middle of the street because I didn't want to get antifreeze in my garage or driveway. So I just did it out in the street there and just hosed it off. but yeah, so far it hasn't leaked, as far as I know, and usually it would have leaked by now. So I replaced the water pump, which the old one did not seem bad. The bearing felt good in it, but for 17 bucks, I mean, and it's not that hard to do. It's really easy to do, actually. So I replaced the hoses, the tank, and the water pump probably within 20 minutes, and then, you know, that was it. So, but I would like to have made a video, but, you know, it takes a lot of time, and, you know, that 20 minutes would turn into a 2-hour project. I mean, I film pretty much everything, but I'll, you know, stop it, and a lot of times, you know, I'll mess up and you know, swear or do whatever, so I gotta essentially start all over. Not all over, but depending on that cut of the scene, you know, I actually go back and I'll redo it because I want to show you what's going on. I don't want to cut it out. And I try to do everything, you know, about the time it takes. Aside from the gas tank video, that was a pain. And that one you really couldn't see. It wasn't really that helpful, but I guess that's kind of like a vlog. You know, this is what I got to do, change the stupid gas tanks. And I don't really enjoy working on cars all that much, but, you know, it's cheaper to work on them, and if I can do it, I'm going to do it. So, but like the Kia, it's a lease, so I don't even worry about it. So, that's it. My phone is ringing, so we will stop with that here, and stay tuned. Okay, we are at our little showroom location here. Getting ready to get these computers, so we'll in here and we'll get those, and then we'll be back on the road, so stay tuned. Okay, we're just leaving this this place now. Yeah, make sure I lock the back door, or shut the back door rather. So we're all set for tomorrow. And now I've got to go get gas again. Of course. Gotta get gas. Actually, no, I really don't. I can probably wait till tomorrow. And then I've got to go home and do some scheduling. First, I need to run to the UPS store to drop up some packages. We don't really have anybody that mans our little showroom there, so I'm gonna drop off some returns, and I've got to go to the post office and mail something off for my wife. So for now, we're gonna leave it at that, and then we'll be back. So stay tuned. Okay, we're just about to the post office. Decided to skip UPS for the day. I was on the freeway and couldn't decide if I wanted to get off at an exit that was further away from my house or closer. So I went with the closer one, and UPS is south, so I don't feel like going down south. It's not that far, it's just I don't feel like going. So I'm going to head to the post office first, which I think they close at 3:30. It's about 3. And then I got to get my wig busted. So, well, for those of you that don't know what wig busted is, I mean, it's pretty obvious. Got to get my hair cut. So, got to get that done. I would do that first because I want to get it over with. But again, I think the post office closes at 3:30. That probably won't be done by then. Actually, the post office may close at 3. I don't see any freaking cars there. Oh, come on. Well, yeah, there's some cars there. We should be good. So we're gonna go in here, and then after that, we'll go get the wig busted. So stay tuned. Okay, just left the post office. Pretty painless as far as time. About 5 minutes. Only had to wait for one person. It cost $5 to ship a stupid battery to Kentucky, which is not very far, but whatever, it is what it is. So now we're gonna go get our wig busted and spend another $16. It's like $12, but I usually give like a $4 tip. Even though they pretty much do a crappy job, but they're really close. So, and they're, you know, whatever. It is what it is. So I know these blogs are vlogs. I keep on calling them blogs. These vlogs are pretty boring, but just to give you an idea of what I do every day. I mean, not hard, just a lot of driving, and you see there's a lot of stops and a lot of different towns, and okay, a lot of idiots pull halfway out, you know, pull out all the way, whatever. So here we are to good old crappy clips. I mean, great clips. Oops. So, my God, and there's a whole family going in. You don't get to hear me complain much, but whatever. I am right now. So, we're going to go get this thing busted out, and we'll be back. Stay tuned. Okay, we're done getting our wig busted. Didn't have to wait in line for that either, which is freaking awesome. So, never did eat lunch, so I'll probably pick up something. Even though it's kind of late for lunch, I'll pick up something small. I think my wife is making something for dinner tonight when she gets off work, so we're just about done today. Looks like it's going to rain here in a little bit anyway, so perfect timing. Alright. As soon as we get out of this Kroger's parking lot, the Krug. Yeah, just walk in the middle of the street as long as you want to. Whatever you are. Fella? Woman? I don't know. Not that one, but the other one. Alright, so we're going to go pick up, I guess, some Wendy's or something, and then call it a day. So stay tuned. Okay, we just got our Wendy's, and now we're on our way home here. Maybe a little bit noisier. I have the window down, so I don't know, I just have the window down, I don't know why. Here we are into the hood. And that's gonna about do it for today. It's this guy and his freaking boat. Our neighborhood's somewhat strict. You're only supposed to have, well, you can only have wrought iron fences. You can't have anything parked in the driveway, or, you know, that's like a boat. And RVs and boats are only supposed to be on the premises on your property for like 48 hours a month. That guy, that big boat I just passed, which, you know, I'm not complaining, and I'll get back to why I'm complaining here in a minute, actually. I guess I am complaining. But you're only supposed to have it on 48 hours for you know, a month, and he had it there for like 2 weeks. And he got fined and everything, because we have an association, we have to pay fees and all that junk. But when I had a part-time lawn care business, I had my trailer parked in my driveway for like 2 days. Didn't get fined, but I got a letter. So the first day it was parked, obviously somebody had sent a letter, which was total bullcrap, because you have 48 hours basically. So that's where that comes from. I'm not really complaining, but I am complaining. So it's a total crock. I could really care less. But so anyway, here we are. Need to cut the grass. I'm not going to do it today, but need to trim that bush, and I'm not going to do that today either. So that's it for today. I know it was boring, but a lot of vlogs are. So anyway,